Okay, so today is going to be my second episode in my Permadeath First playthrough of Slitterhead, and it's been almost a month since I first played this game, and it was not meant to be like that, where it was meant to be a regular, repeatable series where I keep continuing it on a regular basis. So the issue is that, well, the format that I'm trying to do with it is sort of a new, if I can call it that. Not that I haven't done it before, but a new format where I'm basically doing every month, I'm trying to do a new game that just came out and do a Permadeath First playthrough of it. Of course, this is my old school Permadeath First playthrough format that I've done with many things right over the years, but typically I'll do it with older games that I just haven't played. So I'll play it completely blind. And so even though it's something older, it's something new to me that I've never played. Like I did that with The Witcher 1, right? I didn't really know a whole lot about it other than the series is so well regarded, but like I go in there and then there's a high penalty state to it. So if I do die in this playthrough, not that I'm going to, but if I do die, I can't play it again for 6 months to a year. So then I might never get around to it. So it's meant to be a monthly format here where, again, this is like the November game. So I played it like November 15th. So my goal was to beat it within a month, or at least play it on a regular basis for a month, which I didn't do. I've gotten distracted by other things and I just wasn't feeling up to it. And the fact that I'm using a controller makes it kind of inconvenient. The setup is a little more awkward and I'm not used to that. I'm playing on PC, but I'm still playing on using a controller because it suggested that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have indulged it, but it's not even something that's really important to me because like I played the original Dark Souls without a controller, with a mouse and keyboard, and I actually enjoyed it more. I tried a controller briefly, but I did fine, with a mouse and keyboard, so it doesn't affect me that much. But whatever, I'll indulge it just because it asked for that at the beginning. And 2021, but it's a new game. Why doesn't it say 2024? What the fuck? Wait, why would their copyright be that old if maybe it's just a port of a Japanese game that came out in 2021, which would actually be kind of disappointing. Because the point of this format is it should be something brand new that's not a remake or not a port or not some re-release or remake or something like that. It should be a brand new game, and arguably even a brand new AAA game, which is almost what I was going to put in my first title for this. Like for the first episode, my title was like bringing my Permadeath First playthrough format to a new game, to a brand new AAA game, but I didn't put the AAA in there just because. But it turns out that this isn't actually a AAA game, or it doesn't fully feel like it, because it sort of seemed like it would be one, but it's sort of split down the middle. Like the mechanics and the graphics seem AAA, but the story and the dialogue and the lip syncing and the voice acting and all that doesn't seem very good at all. It seems very scuffed and low budget or whatever. So they're getting away with it because okay, the important stuff like the mechanics and the combat and the graphics always seem pretty good for now. So I didn't do a whole lot. Obviously, it was just meant to be a tutorial intro episode, but yeah, my point is that this is an old school format that I always do, a Permadeath First playthrough, but I wanted to bring it to newer games, right? So every month I should pick a game. So by December 15th, which I only have like 10 days now because it's already the 5th and I didn't play this, since it was like the 15th of November. So I've only done that one episode now. So I should, within the next 10 days, I should be able to beat the game. And then by the 15th, I should move on to something else this month. Right. And I'm going to have trouble probably doing that. It doesn't seem like it's going to be an open world game. But if it's something like that, I'm not going to guarantee that I'll always beat it within the month. But I should always play it as much as I can. And because I like to take my time and explore and be a completionist, so I'm not going to rush it either. And I also don't stream that much these days, so my intro is going to be like half the episode. But no, it's like you're in a position where I don't have to beat it necessarily always in that time, but I would like to try to do it that way. And what else? Just, yeah, it sort of seems split down the middle of the story. There wasn't really very much lip syncing or voice acting or anything. And even as far as the tutorial is concerned, this is kind of a bad thing to do, kind of like my Saturday format, where I would play stuff like, I'll play it once to introduce it as a possibility to make a series out of it, and then I'll leave it hanging for a long time. So if I come back in the second episode and continue with that first session, now I've already been through the tutorial, but it's been like a year since I did it, or in this case, like almost a month since I did it. So now it would expect me to know what to do, and this is on Nightmare difficulty too, so it would expect me to know what to do. And now I've forgotten because it's been that long since I did it, and it's not going to re-tutorialize stuff. So even whether I played on keyboard and mouse and I don't know the controls, or whether I'm playing on the same thing I was doing last time, the controller, it almost doesn't matter because of the simple fact that I forgot the tutorial completely, so it's almost like I should restart. But that's another downside of not doing it back to back as a regular series, because I should have done that, where, you know, it did the tutorial, but then it's been so long, now I've forgotten the tutorial, and now it's going to get harder, because it wasn't really that hard, but that's probably just because of the beginning of the game. Obviously, it is on Nightmare difficulty, and I'm a little bit worried about that, so let's just recap the events that happen. Like, we start off as the entity, which I kind of like the way that thing talks. It's almost like the hunter guy in Hollow Knight or something like that, where it has a little pseudo absolutist speech to it, going for it, like the way the hunter in Hollow Knight says, this civilization of bugs had their food brought to them, so basically they forgot how to hunt and fend for themselves, so that's why they went extinct. It's kind of like you know, it's like how you get DoorDash. That shows you you're gonna go extinct because you're sort of spoiled by stuff like that. But I made a whole hierarchy too for that, like a tree and Edith Finch. Like, you're getting your Chinese food delivered to you, like you're so spoiled and entitled. It's one thing if you don't want to hunt for your food. It's one thing if you don't want to cook your own food, but it's another thing if you can't even go and pick up the food that's prepared for you after being hunted for you as well. Like, it's a whole hierarchy of the level this society is operating at. Like, that's the absolute lowest level. So yeah, it almost feels like I'm playing on a console, just because, I don't know, this is the kind of game that would probably work pretty well for that, anything that isn't involved like aiming and stuff. But no, we start off as the entity, and it doesn't know what it is either. It's just kind of lost out there, and we start off either in the air and then we take over a dog, or we start off as a dog and then we go around and keep warping into people, keep switching into people. I was making like some sort of association to John Carpenter's The Thing, with both the Slitterhead and our ability to kind of jump from thing to thing, from person to person, and even the dog. That's how the thing starts, right? Where he's the thing is inside of a dog and nobody suspects it except for the Norwegian guy, so the whole movie would have been ruined if people just knew Norwegian. But because he even says that's it, that's the thing, or it's not a dog, it's the thing, which I don't know what they would have gleaned from that either, but he's just trying to shoot it and they stop him. But the point is that we start off as that, then we jump into other people, we explore around a bit, and then the entity is kind of collecting some of its memories back in different ways, right? And then sort of piecing things together. Then we have a run-in with a Slitterhead for the first time, which also seems like out of John Carpenter's The Thing, where it sort of, you know, keeps morphing in these weird shapes and it just looks very otherworldly. And then we also we escape from that situation. We have the combat introduced to us briefly. We see a cutscene like of the girl riding on a motorcycle, something like that. I can't remember exactly. And then we go from there to eventually we go around, we explore the city a bit more, and I was trying to be really thorough with it, but there wasn't a whole lot of flavor to find, which would almost be good for the sake of trying to make progress in a playthrough like this. But yeah, then we go and we finally encounter the Slitterhead again. I don't know if it's the same one or if it's a different one, but we encounter it again, and then we have like a boss fight with it, and we also encounter the girl and take her over, so she gets kind of killed, but then she has some really strong spirit or something that keeps her alive, right? Something special about her, and she's one of these units that starts with an R. I forget the name of it. They're like, it's a mechanic that they try to explain where there's going to be several of these royal units or whatever. It's a word that starts with an R, and so she's one of them. So there'll be a whole bunch of characters like that that you get that are like special or super powered, and so she like basically died, but then she still was strong enough to withstand it. So that's how we knew, like, oh, she's special, and so we take her over, and so we have some sort of connection with her. And there was even like a cutscene talking with her afterwards, with very awkward visuals and no like lip syncing or dialogue or any, you know, voice acting, but whatever. That's how the story's going to be, at least disappointing. And there's like this weird mumbling, like from a Banjo-Kazooie type thing, where they're not actually talking, but they're kind of just miming some sound to make it seem like they're talking. That's how you avoid localizing or translating a game, or dubbing a game. But I wouldn't even mind that if they did that. Like, if it was just in Japanese, as long as it's voice acted, it's still better than listening to nothing. But no, you fight the thing. the Slitterhead as her and a bunch of other people. I was wondering that too, like, oh, if she's going to be the main character, why would I have to switch with other people? Wouldn't I want to just stay as her the whole time? And you know, she's stronger, so why would I bother? But you still can, and if you get low on health, then they each have their own health bar, so it's very exploitable and cheesable. Like, I could just keep switching between people over and over and never die, right? I wonder how they're going to address that. They could address it by just not having a lot of people around, right? Like, whenever you're fighting something, there's always going to be just random people standing there, not running away, not doing anything, just kind of there as fodder for you to keep switching and healing and stuff. Yeah, that would be the hard mode version of this. It's like playing a necromancer or something in Path of Exile or Diablo or something, where, oh, you know, as long as you have corpses and ads, you can always keep summoning stuff, and that'll be infinite value, or even sacrificing it to heal or whatever. But the hardest, you know, nightmare situation is if there's no, you know, there's no ads around, there's no, in this case, people to keep swapping into. And then from there, you fight the thing with her, and you also get into a second phase. I thought the fight was over, but then it goes from the Slitterhead, which is like with a humanoid body, just with the head looking weird, right? Like a gaping hole for the head. But then it goes from that to some sort of Nyx Arcana reveal, right? Where I've never even played a Persona game, but I just know what that thing looks like. The Arcana is the means by which all is revealed. He keeps saying that over and over during the fight. So it almost looked kind of like that. I don't know how to even explain it. So I wonder if they're all going to look like that in their final form, or if that's just how that one looked and they'll all have like a different characterization to them. But no, what I was saying is that we got to confirm that it's on Nightmare difficulty there. They added a patch since last time, an update that makes the game even harder. But no, I'm kind of disturbed by the fact that it says 2021 there in the copyright. Why would it say that in what's supposed to be a brand new AAA game? But it doesn't always have to be a AAA game either, like with this format. But no, my point was I always do this first playthrough permadeath format with any game that I play if it's something I haven't played before, where it's blind and I'm just going through, and if I die, I can't play it again for a long time. So it's very immersive and high stakes, right? That's like my signature format from many, many years back that I've always done. But I typically don't do it with newer games, and I haven't done it with a new game in a very long time, right? Probably in a couple years. So, or maybe not even on this channel. It might have just been on my old channel. So I would do it with new games then at times, not even all the time. But yeah, so on this channel, I've mostly done it with older games that I just haven't played before. And so this was a good way to kind of reintroduce that. And I want it to be like a monthly regular thing where, like, okay, now every month I'm going to do one. And I don't know, it's just something I haven't really done in a while. So it's combining different things that I typically don't play new games, period. I don't like how it shows the mouse there, but oh yeah, we're on like a bit of a menu screen. So what was I saying? Like, I don't typically play new games, period, right? Just because I like to anticipate them, or there's so many older games that I want to catch up on. So it's combining two things that, you know, again, my Permadeath First playthrough format that I would always do in general, right, with any game that I haven't played before, and playing new games, which I don't really do that, and I haven't done it really since my old channel, at least in a regular format with this format combined. It's a little hard to explain, but so have conversation. Oh, rarities, that's what they're called. The girl that I don't even know her name now. Rarities in various locations. Sometimes you unlock new missions by obtaining information. Contents of conversation will be stored on the memory screen. So I don't know where we started. Like, is Julie the chick we just... Okay. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Oh, it's not letting me do that even. Nightmare flashback, the mysterious voice. So I assume that that was the one we did, was the mysterious voice. Silver Bay apartment room. The guy on the bike, what's his deal? What bad luck running into someone so dark. I really hate how they present these story scenes with the facial close-ups and stuff. It looks so weird. It's like they're trying to just fill the space of what would otherwise be better, you know, I don't know, like a better designed cutscene or something. What was that? An illusion? The city was in such a terrible state. Insert the meme of, what is that song? The city crash. I guess I can swear as much as I want in this kind of thing because it's mature rated and Twitch even tags it as such. What is that song? The stupid thing. NXRCR or whatever that everybody uses, where he says the city, damn it, what is that line? Now it's gonna bother me. The city crumbles and whatever. Then those monsters in the sky, it was too real to be an illusion. Perhaps it was like an omen or a warning. So what is so special about her, though, that she survived getting stabbed in the chest or whatever, right, by that Nyx Arcana thing? Was it by the second form or was it by the first Slitterhead version of it? Because it would get old seeing those things over and over. Or it'd be weird if that's how this game is. Like, those are the only enemies that you ever fight. And so there aren't enemies. There's only bosses. And they're all the Slitterheads. And they all just have like a different final form or something. But if we do nothing... Oh, so that's what we are, I guess, Night Owl. If we do nothing, that vision may end up becoming reality. Yeah, we're named after a security system. How badass. It's like a camera system. You're kidding. I don't want to get mixed up in something like that and die. You've already died, seemingly. In that case, those monsters have to be eliminated. Correct. There is no mistaking that, but she doesn't want to get mixed up in it, so... Wait, that was it? Or, oh, I guess that's what this menu is meant to be. I'm confused, actually, what... It made it seem like that's something we had already done. Like, is this going to replay the whole... Everything's burning, the city, even me. Scared girl. Was it all just a dream? No, it couldn't be. It hurt so much. That's right, the monster had attacked me. I thought I was going to die. I can remember so clearly then. I think we've already seen this. Good evening. It's time for the Midnight Hour, starting with sports news and the Badminton World Championship doubles. I guess it's a good recap, but we did see this. Can you hear me? The spirit. Who's there? Huh? Show yourself, pervert. I'm not there. You're pulling the Misa Amane defense. Just call them a pervert when you're suspected of being the second Kira. What the hell are you talking about? I am inside you. What do you mean? Wait a sec. Are you that voice in the alley? Gross. Get out of me. What's your game here? My game, I do not know clearly. I too would like to know the answer to that. But there are no other humans I can communicate with. Yeah, you're like splitting the thing from John Carpenter, obviously the movie, into two halves. Like, we're the part that can switch from body to body and take over people, but that part is the thing that can just turn into all these gross looking creatures and whatever, mutate in ways that where it can attack you with its different limbs and stuff. You're one to talk. I almost died. I don't want to hear it. Keep me out of it. Hey, I almost died too, because it counts. Our fates are tied together. But I guess you also helped me. I figured I had to fight that thing. I was desperate. I ended up saving myself. No, you didn't have to fight that thing. Just like the bystanders didn't have to stand there. You could always just try to run away. That's like, we got away from it by like limping away with some clown earlier on in the game, right? We just limped away in terms of this will just be a story session to get us back into it, because I don't really feel like playing too much, honestly. I'm just scared of dying. No, but like, we limped away from it at super slow speed with one of these stupid clown people we took over. And so clearly it's not that hard to get away from it. That's right. Every last one of them has to be wiped out. That's my mission. What am I saying? Well, yeah, we're sort of brainwashing her. That is right. I have no memories or strong feelings like you do, but they must be exterminated. That is my one clear thought, my mission. I get it. We may have ended up mixing up somehow. They must be stopped before they attack more people. Why are we spinning around like that? I may be thinking that, come to think of it, never told you my name, Julie, and we get called the Night Owl. Nice name, whatever. You got a name, what should I call you? Anything. What are you anyway? Ghost, some sort of possessing spirit. A possessing spirit, the legend of the Hayaki, leopard head, and Night Owl. How about Night Owl? What is that? It's from something a long time ago. It's kind of hard to explain. I'll tell you eventually. Nice name though, huh? Is it? So he's very objective and indifferent. He said that with her name and with his name. The Nightmare Flashback was the newer one we had just seen. And Monster Clues, the order in which they're appearing is a little bit odd. I can't see this yet though. Right, so this is kind of a cool mechanic, I guess, to get some story in. Even if the presentation isn't the best. Even if we want to search for them, do we have any leads at all? A mutilated corpse with no brain was discovered in a back alley in downtown Mongshu. So those are the victims that they leave behind, or are they... According to police, due to the state of the body, foul play is suspected. But it's like... That reminds me, when they kill people, did they take them over? Because then the body wouldn't still be there. I was also assaulted in a back alley. I had no choice but to flee at the time. Yeah, that's the event I was talking about. So there are more of them. Okay, so it wasn't the same one. All right, let's go look for them. Like, it's just that easy. You know, it started off and I almost was sensing a detective game vibe from it, because we were walking around. Is that how it started? Or did we start as a pet? as like the dog. I can't remember, but like we were walking around like a crime scene. I don't think we were playing as the monster at the beginning. We were playing as like the guy, maybe on the motorcycle or something. And he's like a cop and he's investigating one of the victims, right? And then we control the entity later. I really can't remember. Slitterhead legend, so obviously hidden face. And this is a weird way of doing it, but if someone recognizes me, it could be a problem. I don't understand. Is there anything I could do to... I'll put it in my bag. A mask. That's what we see on like the cover art. That's the only thing I knew about the game going in. I just saw that image. Put it on when we got to go somewhere shady. I don't want my face to be seen. I think I understand. Like how you switch identities when you know, want to get away from something. But no, the people's reactions to our switching bodies is kind of dumb though. They don't seem to notice or care. Not even the person who we're taking over, but like they see us, you know. They don't see us, but they see everybody acting weird and nobody has any reaction to it. People were calling the monster a Slitterhead. What does that mean? I've heard of them before. Terrible creatures that eat brains. That's my lucky defense, though. We don't have a brain, so haha, the joke's on you. If I remember right, it was in the Strange Tales from a Chinese Studio. It's a collection of weird old stories. You were quite knowledgeable. I came across it on a job from before. The protagonist is hiding in a pile of corpses on a battlefield and sees a monster with an animal head on a human body. The monster gnaws on the heads of dead bodies and sucks their brains out. Well, as long as it's only dead bodies, but it doesn't kill them. It just takes people who are already dead. Just take it to the cemetery and I'll be happy. The victim who was attacked was missing their brain. So why is it? Is that why it's called a Slitterhead? Probably. Whatever the case, is creepy as hell. Some of this dialogue is like so low effort. Like maybe that's what it is. Who really cares? Night Owl. It's not like we really care as the entity, but we kind of have a vendetta against these things for some reason. On the mission screen, after selecting the mission you want to attempt, choose the rarities to accompany you, which now we don't have a choice besides her. Right now you only have Julie, but if you have multiple rarities, you can choose 2 for a mission. There are some missions where the first rarity is set in place and required. Okay, Mong Su Memory Vault. We are the Night Owl, so we can't really... I guess we'd have to have another rarity to talk to, or it'll just unlock later, I guess. Memory Vault First Room. Yeah, see, this whole element of the game seems a little scuffed, the way they're presenting this, but it clearly shows you it's not going to be an open world game. Let's see. Lurking Parasite. 29th October 2011. Night Owl gains a name after fusing with the first rarity, Julie. They vow to eliminate the monsters called Slitterheads running rampant around the city. They head back into the downtown area to search for the first Slitterhead that attacked him in the back alley. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure. I'm glad they answered that, though. Whether the one we fought and killed was actually the same one that we encountered before. I guess it wasn't. How would we be so sure of that, though? I mean, I guess the body, you know, the humanoid body along with it could be different. Right, they're just dressed differently, so they never change clothes, so you would know it's not the same one. Memory Vault First Room. Training mission 1. Difficulty low. Select the rarity you'd like to test your skills and actions with. Is this just going to be the same mission we just did, or like one of those where we got to train when it... I guess it's just a general training thing, but we got to go through a couple of different training segments with like getting our memories back and stuff. We have the mask on, so I kind of get it that she's trying to hide from people she knows. HP is 100, blood weapon. Yeah, and I was wondering that too. Like when we take over other people, what are we going to use as a weapon? Are we going to have to like pick something up? But we just, you know, materialize a blood weapon out of nowhere. A weapon made using the host's blood. Possession, affinity, and memories affect the weapon's form and strength. You can use skill tokens to enhance them. I was wondering that too, like... Yeah, like this does not harm the victim that's using it by sucking their blood out or anything, but... No, we don't care. We're the good guys, by the way. Not enough tokens. A blood weapon in the form of red nails Julie took a liking to when preparing for a roll. Power enhanced, combo attack number increased. And we did get to see this already. She had like a couple different special abilities that she could use. 5 skill token, a blood weapon in the form of red nails Julie took a liking to preparing for a roll. It's the same description for level 1 and 2, but it's power enhanced, combo attack number increased. Blood claws. Active skill. I like how it still shows the Japanese characters, though. It's kind of a novelty, but probably it's not really meant to show that, but they just were too lazy to take it away. Because what good does it really do you, right? If you wanted to see it like that, you would just ask for the whole game to be in Japanese. Active skill is unique to a character. Select the skill and activate with the skill button. You can use skill tokens to increase them. Sonic Claws, active skill. Level 1, use claws to launch claws of blood to launch a frontal shockwave. Hold, wait, does that mean you have to have the... Does that mean you have to use the claws of blood to be able to use it the way it says that? Claws of blood to launch a frontal shockwave. Hold the button for more power and range. Blood consumption up. Blood cost 20 to 30. Based on how long you hold it, I guess. Level 2, use claws of blood. Reduces charge time. Increases power and range. Blood costs 20 to 30. Yeah, maybe today should just be a recap session, but I should do at least one mission, I guess. I hate rushing games, but now I'm in a position where I do want to get this done in the next couple days, and I will play it, I guess, like pretty much every day. It just takes so much energy to set it up in a way that, oh, I'm using a controller. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's so... I hate it so much. Consoles suck, controllers suck, everything sucks besides PC, says the guy with a gaming laptop, but it's still better than a fucking console. That should show you right there. Passive skills unique to a character, just having them offers an effect. You can use skill tokens, okay. Not enough tokens. I like the customization here that it's showing you have quite a bit to choose from. What is that? Oh, it looks like it went off the screen, like under. Vitality boost grants superior blood HP, the sign of a rarity. Skill holder only. Yeah, remember my first playthrough Permadeath of The Witcher, where I spent the whole first episode reading through all the different skills and the menus and the flavor text and everything. Grants, but it just gives you so much to work with. The superior blood level, sign of a rarity, skill holder, which allows you to get stabbed in the chest and still survive, I guess, like how she did, and that's how we noticed her and everything. But we were seeing kind of flashes of her anyway before. Grants high blood weapon durability, skill holder only. Civilian blood level up and temp effect. I don't really have to read these now, but in fact, let's not spoil them. It's not really relevant to us now until we... have a chance to unlock it. On the closet screen, you can change masks and costumes for rarities. Masks and costumes can be obtained by fulfilling mission conditions. You can check the number of hidden masks and costumes in a mission under items on the mission screen. Items will only display on missions with hidden masks and or costumes. Mask display on or off. Okay. That's cool, I guess. But I mean, you'd think you'd always have it on. Or maybe only when you're going into like a combat situation, but... She kind of accepted that very quickly, though, that this entity just took control of us, and we showed that we were on her side, but still. Man, shouldn't you be wearing something a little more protective? I guess it doesn't matter, though, when you're such a badass that you're able to survive getting stabbed and everything. Mask and costume. Okay, opera mask, Quillin. Okay. And then costume, just a hoodie. Not really a costume, just an outfit. Okay, memory. Okay, so we have no memory, but I mean, at least give us something to look at potentially getting. What does that mean? Like, we picked up a whole bunch of memories the last episode, right, where we got to train and stuff. Let's actually do the training segment here. This one deserved a bit of an intro because I hadn't done it in so long, right? And that's kind of how my upload thing works. I upload the first part of something to my main channel, and then I upload the rest of it to my second channel, which seems weird, but... It's only a novelty when, oh, look at me, I'm playing this game for the first time. And then, the rest of it is going to bog down into a super long series. Whether it's good or not is besides the point. But start mission, rarity is obviously going to be her. That's such a weird term to call her. I couldn't even remember it. I just knew it started with an R, but I didn't know what it was. Yeah, let's try to practice. I guess it is different because we haven't practiced with her. Right, this is the same as what we did before, but... Moves and skills can be practiced. I was even complaining like, oh, I'm going to forget the tutorial and die because it's been so long. Select intermission from the pause menu to return to the intermission screen. So I forgot how this works, honestly. I don't know the controls, dude. I don't even know. Okay, that's how we switch. But no. I don't want to leave her alone. I want to try to do it almost where I'm not allowed to switch. That would be a new hard mode condition, but obviously I'm not going to do that, but... R2 is the Sonic Claws. That's good, and it knocks them down too on their bitch ass. I'm getting a little overzealous. Okay, dude. You do have like those 3 dots of life, but that was pretty unfair. Now you switch to this and then you heal R2, and that heals you over time gradually. Blood Ripper is a new one that we didn't have access to in the previous encounter, so I don't know what that was. It looked like some sort of projectile almost, and maybe that one has a short cooldown. Oh, that's cool. Ranged is always OP. We can almost exclusively just live off of our shit here, and you can kind of break their poise a little bit, so you don't have to worry too much. This is a pretty cool combat system. There's a lot of potential it has. I mean, it's gonna feel like, oh, it's sort of Souls-esque, but not everything where you just move and roll and stuff has to be a Souls-related thing. But no, I'm gonna want to play as her most of the time. I'm just gonna practice this entire session. I don't even feel like doing anything else, but how long would it really go on for, I wonder? The heal is gonna be a big deal. That looks kind of weird, like it doesn't really do all that much, but you can obviously switch with other people and try to, what is this? Wait, what the hell even is that? That's R1. Oh, shit. Wait. No, I didn't die. Or does that count as a game over? Or you have to find somebody. All I did was get hit once, though. You have... Wait, you can use this even as non-blood popper Warcry. Wait, we didn't have any of this before. Why is it introducing these mechanics in a training thing when... in what seems like a random training thing? But no, I think I lose... You have to lose those 3 bits of life. Otherwise, good thing they left her alone, though. Or for some reason, I thought that was her. Wait, where did she go? Okay, 13, 12, 11, 10. Does that mean I can go back to her by then? Or does that mean she's going to die? Because, yes, it would even count in a... It would even count in a sense. Like, oh, if I die in a tutorial. What is happening? Where did she go? Did she actually just die? I mean, unless it says game over and we lose like all 3 bits of our life. I'm just trying to find her again. I don't know what's happening. Oh, shit. Maybe we should get out of here. There's no obligation to continue this. Not a great start. Where the fuck did she go? Am I actually gonna lose to a tutorial? I'm not even trying to fight them is my problem. Like, I'm just trying to... Oh shit, I should have to clean what's on my plate though. I don't know if she's meant to even still be out here or what. What the fuck is going on? Bro. But no, there's always just an abundant number of people around who are just gonna stay there and not show any reaction or anything. Right to you controlling them. You are effectively helping them for what it seems, but... Okay, I'm being a little bit reckless here. You know, they should attack that one for a second, and that gives you time to combo them all around and stuff. Does that mean we get her back then? Okay, we gotta figure out a way. I can't remember how you could actually sprint or not, or whether you could actually sprint or not. Now we can revive all. That animation is pretty quick, but it doesn't immediately heal you. It's a healing over time. We're like playing a druid from Classic WoW. Resto druid. Oh my god, I'm having like some delay issue. That one doesn't seem very good, but it's a quick cooldown, and it's also a situation where I kind of keep waiting too long. And you can spam the shit out of this, I guess. Just go 1-to-1 and keep doing it. Because it's so spammable. He's still alive. That's like a little mini grenade. I mean, this is so abusable because you can just go on and on like this. So... It could presumably kill you when you are... it could presumably kill you when you're even not in control of her. That was very risky. I shouldn't have even done that. Because we're on like our last life. Let's at least try to clear out this fucking group of these clowns though. You would think this alone would be enough if you can just, you know. I'm not getting the confidence to actually get hits in though. In a normal way. Like I can just live off my abilities alone, which is not a bad idea. But sometimes if you do like a combo, you'll break their poise in a certain way. Like you can just go for it, but don't over greed or anything. They're just gonna keep coming forever though, I bet. We just gotta get in the constant rhythm and habit of what we're trying to do here. That was kind of a weak one though. Very weak sauce. It sort of homes in with that a little bit. We do need the healing. So am I using up my health by using these abilities or what? I don't even get exactly how this works. What? Or you have to like wait and we can take advantage of it here, or is she gonna die again? What is happening? Blood popper. These mechanics are so random, but they can kind of be valuable nonetheless. What is happening with the health? I don't get it. Is she down for the count? Because I can always revive her anyway. Yeah, whenever you first switch to, you get like a little boost. I remember that. What is the deal with you, chick? But you can kind of abuse this too with like just spam reviving and stuff. But what happened with the health? I don't get it. Is it because I'm overusing these abilities that I'm losing some, or like, oh great, I don't have enough health to heal everybody because I have to use my health to heal them, but then how am I supposed to get health if I don't? And that thing in the bottom left, I forget what that bar actually is. Or is that what allows me to use everything? Yeah, see, that actually is the thing. But you could abuse this shit forever is kind of the lesson that you're learning here. And I don't understand because of the simple... Okay. Or is it's going to keep increasing the number of them. It's going to keep... You know, it went from 3 to 4 to 5, so maybe we should see how far we can go, which is good practice, but also probably a bad idea. But again, I'm just enjoying how much you can abuse all of this. The amount that you can just keep switching stuff all around. And they keep getting distracted by some other... Like, there doesn't seem to be much of a limit to how much you can do this. But I am... Oh, maybe this is the limit that I've reached. The fact that I can't do that anymore because maybe I've switched too many times, or like I've revived her too many times, so now she can't use her abilities and stuff anymore. So they're gonna still be distracted there. That was kind of a cheap hit. Where did he even come from? Yeah, you get like a little speed and damage boost in some of these moments here. So I don't understand what's going on with her. And we're getting a little bit of lag now. We're only on like medium settings, I think, because my computer can barely handle this. But maybe like every time you revive her like that, she's like... She can't use her abilities seemingly anymore, which I don't get. He's on the ground, but he's at full health anyway. What a clown. Not that I couldn't do it with these, but I kind of wanted to use her more. Or, again, this is like a good learning moment to see like what it would take to... Oh, that third hit was very greedy. You got to play it like Dark Souls, even if I don't want to constantly compare it to that. Blood popper, bad placement. You got to use these things more. So this does take away your health, which is questionable to do. But no, these people will go on forever, and they'll just, you know, you got an infinite supply. They'll never die, or to whatever extent they are dying, it's going to get. Okay, this can be like our final boss battle encounter, though. I don't want to do this forever, but I'm curious to see if they'll ever stop coming in a certain way. Like, There's 5 of them. Oh, okay. I only have like the 1 bit of life left. So if it... I wonder if it would let you really... I mean, I shouldn't die here anyway, but I don't know if I should count that as a game over if I was to do it. Your little lunges don't scare me, dude. I can just walk slowly away and that's good enough. But no, I like how when you switch, they'll get distracted and try to finish off the last one. It's like the joke of DBZ or something where like, oh, these type of dudes would hit you when you're powering up. I just switch bodies. You got to give me a second to recuperate, but they don't. They'll just still try to hit you. That one had very little health left. It almost makes me want to do this. Nice way to finish it. I like it. I mean, the combat is pretty cool. I like it. Now we can switch to this and immediately hit your dumbass and try to break your poise and try to use the little invincibility frames of rolling and stuff. Take advantage of a hitbox here. Crossing through their body like that is always a bad idea, I will say. Yeah, we fought these things last time, which these things aren't even really slitterheads. Maybe these are the things that go into people to make them slitterheads, or I don't know. We don't have a whole lot of people to take advantage of here. Or I mean take control of, not take advantage. It's our entity trying to learn euphemisms for what he's doing. So we can just go here. It's hard to hit them after this because they seem to recover pretty well. Right, typically it's on the switch that I try to do it. No, there doesn't seem to be much of a sprinting functionality where... Oh, come on. How did that not finish you off? I don't know what that even does. I mean, it just takes away your life. So I wasn't remembering that being such an issue, though, where I keep taking away my lifeblood to do this. Well, that could have killed one of them at least. But no, I don't know if they're going to be this generous with the bodies all the time. Oh, shit. I like this thing, but I'm having trouble actually hitting with it. Or yeah, it doesn't let you, like, kill yourself with that in terms of as much as it's draining your health or whatever. You gotta bait them in a little bit here, and then we can switch around again. You could just literally spam this, though, as much as you want. That one's dead. That one's almost dead. We just, again, I'm showing you the infinite resource kind of build you can do here. There's still 3 of them left, but how? 2 of them left. But no, I'm curious about the chick, so I might look at the chick in a second here. And the reason why I'll look at the chick in a second here is because of the simple fact that, now this dude's low and there's only 1 of them, so let's try to understand now how this mechanic works. Because what we want to do... What the fuck? Too far away. What we want to do is we want to try to understand... He was kind of just chilling there, but I didn't know whether he's going to come after me or not. Alright, you should be distracted with that for a second, but you should never turn your back and just assume that. So let me try to understand here what's happening. I can't use that and I can't get my health back. This is the problem with this character. Right? All the other ones keep getting their health back infinitely and there's no problem. But I can't seem to get my health back here or do anything because I use too many of those abilities, I guess, greedily. And I don't know how this aspect of it works. If your health gets low like this, what do I do with the chick? And the answer is, I don't know. Let me guess. There's going to be 6 of them now, and I'm going to be doing this forever. What? Or maybe, no, maybe that's a good sign that it's time to stop, because it seems like we're just going to watch her brutally get killed. Is there some proper way to end this without feeling like I'm just quitting out or cheating somehow? I mean, I could do this all day, but like... Intermission. Return to intermission menu. While the mission progress will be lost, you will not lose any items obtained. I wouldn't really consider that cheating because, I mean, I did the most that you could do there, right? As far as, like, first of all, it's just training, but second of all, it's the fact that you're able to keep fighting those things forever. So I don't know what the rules should be with that. But no, I got to the highest number of them that you could fight, at least as far as 5, and I killed them. So I feel like if they kept going, I might have kept feeling inclined to do that. So gains a name after fusing with the first rarity Julie. They vow to eliminate the monsters running rampant around the city. They head back into the downtown area to search for the first one. So yeah, we're still on the same difficulty and everything, so let's go ahead and try one mission at least. Beauty and barber salon, but no, we're having lag issues even on medium graphics. That shows you how. Oh, is this gonna be some kind of TOS type of thing, dude? Bro, don't start with this shit. Can I okay, there should be some sort of a warning for this, bro. Okay, let me get off it. I wasn't, it's ruining a great Slitterhead scene though. You should be allowed to show that, or I don't know what part of it you wouldn't be. I mean, it's a mature game, so it should be okay, but I mean, what's worse? This is like a Stimuli Acme argument. What's worse, the fact that you would show nudity, or the fact that you would show murder and somebody getting killed and ripped apart, right? Oh, that's okay. You can show violence and murder and slaughter all the time, but oh no, don't you dare show, something sexual. Like, it's just always a hierarchy, right? Like, even in movies, oh, we just saw a car get blown up with a bomb and all these people get killed, but as soon as you show any kind of intimacy, oh no, that's just off limits. Like, it's just a consistency thing. So where was that thing that attacked you? I encountered the Slitterhead mimicking a woman in the alley over there. If it's in that area, she might have been a streetwalker. Any memorable features or details? I cannot recall clearly. Regardless, let us go there. Assuming they couldn't change in the process of what they're doing. So I don't know actually what the etiquette on stuff like that is, but I felt kind of... I've never really had much of an issue with that before. I'm almost curious now, but generally that's not a problem, because I don't want to ruin my VOD either by showing or not showing that. But investigate the scene of the attack, and there's all kind of stuff you could use to kind of get waypoints, but at least we have like a proper character now that we can control. Right, like, it's one of those weird things. If the game is allowed to be streamed at all, right, then everything in the game should, like with GTA 5 or something, right, with the strip club or something, if you're allowed to stream the game, then you would assume, oh, you can stream everything from within the game, but then, oh, there'll be this one scene that you're not allowed to do, but then, I don't know, it becomes kind of complicated. I was curious to see how much flavor and wandering around and stuff it would actually let you do. I would actually have to look up. I'll look up somebody else's first part of the playthrough just to see whether they show that or not. This is kind of a cool scene in terms of, they're using that enticing element. They just didn't have to show that in such graphic detail to entice them and try to get them in a vulnerable position where they can use their Slitterhead self to take over. If you use my body for anything inappropriate, I'll kick you right out. I will use it appropriately, or I don't even know what appropriately means. Do you really get what I mean? I was attacked somewhere in the back street. Let us try entering the back alley. Yeah, we remember this little zoomed out alleyway aspect. Right, with the invisible wall, which is kind of lame that you could do that in a better way. You can still take over people. I wonder what her reaction to that would really be. Like, she's cooperating with us anyway, so we don't really need to take her over. Or she's conscious of being taken over in a way that these other characters are not. I haven't seen him around lately. Oh yeah, he was going on and on about meeting some hot chick before, so that must be related to it. That's the same guy. He's just off fooling around with a woman. What a waste of worry. Right, so let's ignore that and just go somewhere else. But no, this is all we'll do, I guess. Anyway, if you fall for that woman's seduction and follow her, she shouts about a smell or something, and then her face splits open. But they know this like it's what a lame ghost story. I was gonna say this is just common knowledge, but people are still falling for it. Wait, what? It seems we cannot go from here. Is this the right way? I was desperate at that time, but they should have escaped somewhere along this street. That is right. I am certain of it. What do you mean they should have escaped? You're the one who escaped. Or, oh, you're saying if the victim would have escaped, but based on what we saw. I do not remember this place. Let's try elsewhere. I like the vibe of this entity, but it's going to turn out to be pretty generic. Like, it could be cooler, but I'm trying to build it up. Like, wait, what is this? Hawk. Shop girl, what do you want? A suspicious woman, don't mind leaving, you're in the way. We haven't had that option before. I don't want to miss any flavor. This is 100% flavor text run. How would I even have known that? Because they all have yellow. Oh god, this is going to be impossible to keep track of. Shop girl, what? Riveting dialogue. 10 out of 10. Alright, let's go into here. Just trying to see if like there's any other flavor. I thought there was somewhere else that we could have come from this side. I think if we go right here, you can jump around and stuff too, but they're gonna block everything off. Or dude, it's a dead end anyway. Do you really have to tell me that? Don't go here. Oh wait, you can't go here anyway. Jesus Christ. But no, I'd be curious to see what this one turns into, the next one. But no, I'm getting a little annoyed by what seems like some pseudo lag in this session that I wasn't having before. Clearly, if I die, that'll be the reason why. Okay, let's just go. But no, I'm a little worried about her health too, because I end up using it too much, and then you got to really manage the heals better. Is this really the right way? It looks like a dead end. Could we get over there by using that? Use blood jump to jump quick. Oh yeah, put on your mask then if you're going to be doing this shit. Use blood jump to launch quickly into the air. A marker will display on locations that can be used as footholds. The marker will be obscured if there's an obstacle in the way. When marker is displayed, use that to blood jump. Okay. Whoa, you can do something like this too. But don't just drop down like it's not going to do anything to you. And yeah, nobody saw that or nobody cares. So you can only do that in very specific situations, like right now. But again, somebody's watching right there, so why would I do it? Or wear your mask at least. That is pretty sick. Oh, wow, look at this, dude. Even though it's telling me to go down. Some of these oh, shit. Am I gonna die to fall damage? Some of these mechanics are pretty sick. I'm not seeing where the next follow-up point would be to go to, though. Are they doing this just to let me practice? The heck? What? It doesn't seem to bother her, but that's a good way to discover that you could have died to fall damage. Getting a lot of dialogue here. Maybe we should leave. I hear a monster has been appearing. Well, it's kind of nice that it's not so noisy now. Right, I fled down this road. I'm starting to remember. Oh yeah, so it's this way. How do you know that the thing would still be in the same spot though? I mean, no dialogue for you. That was weird though that you could go up there. You really think you're Spider-Man or some shit right now. Actually even looks like it. But there's nowhere to go from up there. That's so weird. Maybe it'll come into play later. Sometimes you seem so agile and sometimes you seem so stiff, so it's a little weird. That's just her trying to pretend, I guess. Or am I supposed to use that to somehow... Jumping a wall jump. Oh, does that mean I could use that to... I swear I would have tried something of the sort. Oh, shit. Just bumping them around. I don't mean to do that. We carry within us a weight that doesn't match our size. were like Pride from FMA 2009, where he looks like a little kid, but then or no, that wasn't him. That was Envy. So like whenever she hits the ground or something, it makes like a much bigger indent. Pretty cool. I'm sure I'll miss some sort of flavor that you could otherwise do with this. Like, it looks like you can go up there, and that looks kind of cool, but would I actually be able to do it? As if I wouldn't have thought to just try to wall jump anyway, or maybe they hadn't introduced the mechanic yet, so I wouldn't have been able to. This is all very fun and cool, but there's not going to be a whole lot of stuff to discover. There doesn't seem to be much of an inventory system either, of anything to collect. It's more just like those little memories that you could probably gather. See, this is how I play stuff. That makes it take even longer than, you know, whatever the length is intended to be, but I don't particularly feel comfortable about, I mean, they put this stuff here for a reason. Like, you know, it is possible for you to go here, so you would think there'd be some flavor or something. It makes me very curious when they do stuff like this. Well, the only problem from that tutorial with her was the fact that she ran out of health, and then I didn't even have enough health to draw from to heal her. Or yeah, we get like some special vantage point by doing this that would allow me to do like a, you know, bonus damage to that thing, like a plunging attack from Dark Souls. So you don't have to start from there, but if I find some creative path to get to her, it would allow me to get that extra damage in or something. Could almost be like what we're working at here. But see, it'd be cool if there was some hidden item here or something, but there's just not. I'm acting like I'm gonna take fall damage, but obviously you're not, which I sort of inadvertently tested. Yes, a lot of these people have had dialogue. Yeah, act cool. Don't draw attention to yourself. Also bumping into everybody that we see. If I recall, I passed through here when fleeing. Some of this is at least good flavor with respect to getting some dialogue. Yeah, we got to turn off the waypoints and play it truly immersively, which a game like this might not be too bad to do in that way, because obviously so far it seems at least a bit linear, and this isn't really exactly what I was expecting from this game anyway. I don't know what I was expecting, but I didn't know anything about it, so I just assumed it was like an action game for whatever reason. I recognized this. It was wearing this. By it, do you mean the prostitute monster? That's a redundant statement, isn't it? Yes, wait, I can sense something. It is a remnant of its memories flowing into me. What was that? What does it mean? Images of its memories transfer through the necklace. It seems to have an event that occurred there seems to have been an event that occurred a minute ago. It appears to have headed to a shop on the street. We better get there quickly, by which I mean I'm going to derp around and interact with everything else first, even though there isn't much to really interact with. It's a weirdly designed game because, again, it seems polished in some ways. Again, like mechanically, it's very interesting at times with the whole, we got grenades going on with the fucking blood weapons and it's hard to even explain, but I love how it starts off with that though. Like, you're really going to show me a scene like that? How would you know that, right? There should be extreme leniency on stuff like that. Like, you didn't know it. I tried to, whatever. Like, I don't care. It's not a big deal. The main thing I'm worried about is, oh, it'll just mess up my VOD when I go to upload it, but I'll probably cut it out, I guess. I don't know. Or I guess what you would do there is you don't have to cut out the scene itself. You could just cut out the, you know, you could like block it out. So you could still show the scene of extreme violence. That was actually kind of cool. The circumstance and how she's using it to, you know, how the Slitterhead is using that appeal to, take advantage of the situation. Oh, we haven't seen a roll like that so far. Let's see if we can get up this thing, actually. Wow. Music got kind of good here, a little mysterious. So they were on the street now. Maybe this is her. I should have to deduce that for myself. A heart necklace, and why should I tell you? You're getting in the way of business mind leaving. She spoke as though she knows something. Perhaps a different body could more effectively extract the information from her. How about her body? Just take over her body and you'll know what she knows. But oh no, we got to do it some other way. New paths might become available by possessing other bodies. Pretend to be the host to get information out of people. Infiltrate normally off-limits places. Slitterheads cannot be possessed even if they are mimicking a human. So you would know right there. That would tell you what a Slitterhead is if you can't take advantage of them. Humans who have no possession affinity whatsoever also cannot be possessed. Oh, we haven't had that issue. It's not that easy to distinguish between such humans and Slitterheads. Well, you introduce a new mechanic that we've never seen before. But why take a chance? Just kill all of them. Or does that mean she's one such human? Here's a story from prostitute. What? You hear about the job posting. Manager's gone today, so might come back another time. Seems to be misunderstanding something. Perhaps a different body could more effectively extract information from her. So we can go to try to model for you, even though we're using the same character model. You hear about the job posting. Different body. A heart necklace. Why should I tell you? Why are we asking that in this case? How are we going to find our own body back? Like, where did our chick go? We can bring a male body to her, I guess. I'm not 100% sure what he's getting at. Heart necklace. Not that I tell you for free. Really? Like, it's not suspicious that 3 people in a row? What are you talking about? More importantly, don't show me anything. For once, I want you to be low budget and not show me a cutscene. No idea about any of this. Wait, well, so find anything out. Nothing in particular. Oh, we're kind of, this is weird. So we're kind of talking to her while we're possessing somebody else, because again, we don't have to be possessing her. Nothing in particular seems unrelated to the incident. This is a good way to sort of talk to each other without seeming suspicious, though. Well, I guess you're kind of talking in your head, though, the rest of the time. The way she spoke implied she knew something, but she was probably just acting like she knew. What did you spend all that time for? I wanted to leave immediately, but it's fine already. This is good. It seems that we cannot expect to gain much information. We want to expand the scope a little. Where do you want to search? This is like a detective mission. The back door receives little public attention. Let's try looking around that area. Well, we can just go back to being her now. Investigate the back door of the brothel. Yeah, you're a parkour queen, so you can do whatever you want. You don't have to worry about this. What? But no, you can't roll at will here, but when I fell off of like a height, it kind of let me do it there. Check. There's nothing of note at the back door. I wanted to obtain some new clues. What to do? Didn't find anything where to next. I was really giving you a run around here. That thing's gonna come and find you at this point. This is where did it come from? That's the only kind of inventory upgrade we're gonna get. We got a new flip-flop for our wardrobe that we can, you know, it does let you mess around with your clothes. This is something above. By above you mean the rooftop. It may prove to be fruitless. Let's take a look. Right, I hope it's nothing serious. Can I climb up from there? Oh yeah, now we're doing what we were trying to do with the little Spider-Man thing. See, I always get ahead of it. I'm always 10 steps ahead of a game. It's nice that you don't have to worry about fall damage though, because that could have been very annoying otherwise. Literally copying Spider-Man and Dark Souls and all kind of other shit. So it's just going to be another victim, I guess. Looks like one of his victims. That's what you get for being a man who wears flip-flops. There can be no mistake. I can sense the Slitterhead's presence. If you could sense that, then why did we go on a run around all this time? The scent is lingering in the air. There's a chance it could be lurking nearby. Enemies can be detected as a presence. Presences are scents flowing like air currents. Move the camera to check the flow and head in that direction. The presence is in that direction. So how do you go in this detection mode, though? I forget. Find Slitterhead. I don't really get exactly how this works. It's flowing like air, but then when you go there, it goes away. Making it seem like it's in this direction. Oh, she looked scared of falling there, but Sight Jack. What are we doing? That place, is it some kind of alleyway? Sight Jack 2. The field of vision of lurking slitterheads can serve as a good hint when tracking them. So you can look at what they're looking at, but you can't actually take them over. Like, it seems weird that your powers would work on them in any way. Using scenery characteristics, their general location can be guessed, such as if they are in an alleyway or rooftop, etc. If the protagonist is in their field of vision, they will be distinguished by a glow. Okay, I can do it again. So you're looking at a bike and a light, and they don't know that I'm looking into them now. So we can really get the jump on them. A bike and a light. But they're on ground level, so... And we have this other mechanic to work with here. I mean, we shouldn't be using our powers conspicuously, so they wouldn't know. Right, we would sense them, but they don't know us. But let's play this like an actual detective game. I don't need to sidetrack now, but it's just... I'm not even worrying about the air thing that's trying to guide me, but I'm trying to just find it manually. We saw the bike, we saw the little light thing. Right, that would be good enough. Or you have a limit of how many wall jumps you can do. This is where that thing fell. Damn it. He keeps giving me a runaround with that. I don't really understand how this airflow waypoint thing is supposed to work. Wait, I don't get it though. I still don't get it. It's looking at like me, or like the thing that is the person that I'm looking at there. But they don't know. I feel the presence from around here. So what am I supposed to do then? Just, we found them. A Slitterhead mimicking human can be unmasked by spraying blood on them. But do I really want to do that by anyone other than Hyoki? Blood is poisonous to Slitterheads. Seems like you get a better jump on them than anything else. Bladder blood, really? Why would you want to do this, though? Or he's trying to get away. An unmasked... This isn't what happened before. Like, we didn't know this technique, I guess. How did we suddenly learn this? Right, like the first time we just ran away. Or even the cutscene is showing the girl doing it. So how would I have gotten here with her? An unmasked Slitterhead may try to flee. Do not let them escape. Chase them down, attack, and kill them. If they get too far away, use possession to close the distance. Avoid boxes knocked over, pedestrians in the way, use evasion, jumping, possession. Oh, come on. What? Oh, I can do that with anybody, though. Oh, shit. We really thought we were Spider-Man. I can't tell if I successfully knocked them over in that way either, but... Come on, now. Oh, now you want to fight? Now you want to fight. You want to run, but then you want to fight. Like, make up your mind. What is this shit, dude? Common skill, Blood Ripper. Adds a slowing effect while dealing damage. How convenient. Affected enemies have their movement speed. Oh, this is the one we were already using, though, I think. The throw. Affected enemies have their movement speed reduced for a time. Effective for pursuits. Hold the skill button to continue throwing. If within a set range, it will always hit targets around the center of the screen. Common skills can be used by other humans. Yeah, we've seen that. That's going to slow your bitch ass down. I love the fact that you're not even trying to fight me. I'm going to corner you. Look at this. Oh, shit. They try to get one little mean swipe off, but... Oh, we can even do that double jump as this. We're kind of slow though, or we can't always run necessarily. Fuck. It takes too long for us to switch though. We can just keep spamming this, I guess. Look at that, look at that. This is actually pretty satisfying, dude. There's a lot of shit going on. You can just keep spamming that shit too. It doesn't seem to be slowing them down all that much though. Look at how much you can abuse this shit, dude. Oh yeah, right. Saved by a fucking box. What are you, Solid Snake? For some reason I thought only the girl could do that one thing with the little Spider-Man wannabe. Come on, how are you not dead? My use of the camera is not really the greatest, but... Oh, come on. You keep doing that shit. You're such a cheesing clown shit. Now we're going to go in the final form. Can we get the girl back over here or what? Not enough. Enemy attacks can be repelled and neutralized with deflect. A guide will display... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the pairing thing. I don't want to do that, but... Probably telling me for a good reason here. While in a defensive stance, guard, it will activate if the camera is shifted in that direction when the green lights up. Using appropriate timing, moment guide lights up. It may be easier to successfully perform the action by watching the enemy movements and inputting just before it attacks. I kept getting thrown off by that. When it's successful, throw the enemy off balance and allow for a counterattack, which I tried doing that, but they would always counterattack before. Allow blood weapon durability. Also restores blood weapon durability. Attacks that do not display a guide cannot be deflected. If you successfully continue to deflect attacks, blood time will activate. Time will flow more slowly. I'm not going to do this, though. This is like parrying in Dark Souls, and I never would do that. Time will flow more slowly, allowing you to one-sidedly land attacks. Blood time gauge displays in the center of the screen while active. What is that thing on the bottom left, though? If possession is used during the time, it will extend. The prior human will continue their attack combo. Okay, so can I get Orchid Mantis Slitterhead? Can I get the chick back, or what is happening? I caught up. Yeah, can you fucking save me, dude? What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so I want to mostly just do the heal because everything else I was trying to do was not working really. I don't like the idea of doing that even, but I'd rather just keep switching around and let the AI handle that, I guess. You can just keep spam switching. I don't really see the problem with it. I don't like doing even these double attacks, but go behind. He's too fast though. This thing is too fast. Now do that and then switch and then do it again. I don't need to do no parrying bullshit. Look at this. Look at this. Cheese it. Cheese the shit, dude. What can you do to me? What can you do to me? There's no downside of doing this, or there kind of might be, but you can kill all these clowns. I don't give a shit. Oh shit. Look at all these fancy fucking attack patterns too. Right, they're at about half health. I can do the revive all, and I maybe was too close there. I'm afraid to sort of use my abilities. And the reason why am I doing that? That's pure greed. Because I kind of lost track of it last time. These cars keep kind of fucking me over a little bit. They move so weirdly. It is kind of unsettling. This level of teamwork is kind of insane, though. The way that you can just keep spam switching. Oh shit. Okay, we gotta wait for the revive all. He's got some moves. I'll give it to him there. Look at him, he's afraid of a normal fucking human. Yo, can you get your heal back up, dude? Please. Please, hurry up. It might still overheal me a little bit, but good thing you have the decency to wait when I'm knocked down. Let me try to use some of these. I don't really get it. What? And the heal didn't seem to do a whole lot because there's still a lot left to be desired. You can kind of cheese it in these moments, like, or maybe she is going to die, but he's kind of down for the count too. Or it's always kind of lame when you kill it with one of the fucking follower random people and not with her. That's not very badass. But that one looked at least a little bit different. So we are cheesing the mechanics pretty hard, but I mean, hey, I didn't make the game, so we're going to use what's available. Yeah, who's this clown on the bike too? Or this guy's just a cop that was investigating at the beginning, I guess. And he just keeps going, like, what the fuck? He doesn't give a shit. Too much work. I'm on the bike and she's running away. She's too fast. We didn't even use like a special ability or anything there. So the only thing I'm not happy with that is I'm confused about 7 skill tokens acquired. Use them to level up on the status screen. The combat is pretty cool though. The only thing that's problematic there is I don't understand to some extent how the abilities work. Like, can I... Oh, I can't go to the other screens yet? New mutilated corpse. Okay, we'll leave it for now. That's a good point to end off. But no, like, I'm in those situations, right, where I use the abilities and then I don't have any health left to even heal. Or I also am in a position where, despite all the constant switching that I can abuse, one thing that's a problem is the simple fact that you're able to not... you're not able to... What do you call it? Well, first of all, the deflect is not a mechanic that I want to use, but at some point it's going to kind of pressure you to, or it's making a whole big deal about the timing and the combo system and stuff. So whatever, we'll worry about that later. But what was I saying? There was one issue that I had there. It's the fact that, I don't know, like, we were healing and they were not, it didn't always heal everybody, so there's like a limited range to it. Or there was something else. What was it? It's just the fact that we still can't talk to the night owl thing. What was it? Like, we were hitting that, we would switch, we would get away. There was something that was like bothering me there. I was trying not to use my abilities too much. I would go in, I would hit him once, I don't know. Okay, whatever. But that was a good mini little segment. But yeah, the game at least seems adequately linear where I could get through it relatively quickly, because even as much as I might derp around and take my time, right, there's only so much that you can do in a game like this. Okay, see you tomorrow.